These penguins are marching along on an important journey to save their species. And even though these penguins live in a habitat at the Georgia Aquarium, they're helping save their South African brothers and sisters on the other side of the globe.
We have birds here that serve as ambassadors for their species, and we get to go to South Africa and help their wild counterparts.
Erin Moore-Lang is the senior trainer at the aquarium, and her work with African black-footed penguins here is vital to saving the entire species of endangered wild African penguins.
We already know how to handle penguins. We already know how penguins behave.
So Erin and her fellow trainers go to South Africa each year to help penguin chicks.
We have chicks being abandoned because there's not enough food for their parents to feed, so the parents are abandoning the chicks.
The trainers nurture the tiny chicks at the rehabilitation centers along the South African coast. Without their help, thousands of baby penguins would die.
If we had multiple little chicks we'd have to feed multiple times a day. And you know, you do get tired, but you're very motivated because you see all these little souls and heartbeats looking at you, depending on you.
Kristen Hannigan also helps with African penguin rescues.
We want to make sure that those penguins are ready to go back there into the ocean. We're even teaching some of them how to swim.
The goal is to rescue, rehabilitate, and then release as many young penguin chicks into the wild as possible.
To see them go into the ocean, you can't believe it. It's almost like a movie. You think, wow, these guys really got their second chance.
Their experiences in Africa also inspire them in the work they do at home.
After I saw all the threats that those penguins on the beaches faced, coming back here, getting to work with our penguins in our encounter programs and really connecting them to our guests was so much more immense.
This daily penguin parade is a favorite for trainers and visitors.
When you see these little 2 feet waddle towards you, they are so excited, it just makes your heart kind of burst into 1,000 pieces.
Especially since Erin and Kristen have raised some of these beautiful birds even before they hatched.
This is Kadogo, and he is one of our penguins that has actually been hatched at the Georgia Aquarium. Hello, very nice. Hi, buddy. The bonds that we have with the penguins are very important because it actually helps us take care of them. Very good, very good. So that was a nice vocalization, or a bray is what it's called when you're dealing with African penguins, and that's a very good sign because that was an affectionate bray.
For penguins like Kanogo and the training team, the circle of life continues.
He's starting to show interest in the females, and he's one day gonna have chicks of his own.
To see his chicks is just gonna be amazing, just a dream come true. African penguins, unfortunately, are endangered at this point, and that is something that is very sad, but also makes it more important that we actually have them in zoological settings.
These trainers hope that by seeing them here, humans will care more about saving their lives and ensuring their future.
When people are connected to penguins, they generally care way more about them, so seeing it in real life is really the key we found to make those connections with people and try to educate them about penguins.
Something the team is committed to doing. Gina Fisher is one of the curators, and she believes these trainers are heroes for these incredible creatures.
We all have one thing in common. We love this species and we want them to thrive. We want them to stay here as long as possible. As a team effort, it is heroic.
So heroic, in fact, that American Humane recognized the Georgia Aquarium as one of its first certified aquariums for the high standard of care these trainers provide.
When I think about Erin and the entire team here, in terms of the team that works with not only the African penguins, but all of the animals, they're truly heroes because what they do comes out of love and compassion. And they're also heroes because they're teaching the next generation about the value of being humane.